Here with Tony Dixon, who's the team's leader here of the tracks team at Eagle Farm. Really unsung heroes of what goes on here at the Brisbane Racing Club, looking after the track here at Eagle Farm. Tony, just talk us through what you and the team do here with regards to this track.
Oh, there's quite a bit to do. Doing our running rails, repairing the tracks, putting a lot of plugs in. There's lots of things we do, but yeah.
So with repairing the tracks and plugging those holes, that happens sort of pretty much the day after the race meeting, does it?
Yeah, Sunday we come in, crew, and lay the rail down and patch and clean up the area and that, and do what we can.
Yeah.
So it makes it easier. Doing it on a Sunday just gives us a good start for the next week.
Yep.
To repair it.
And with regards to patching, just talk us through what happens when you patch a track.
Any little divots in the ground, we try to fix them up, and you might have to put a bit of soil and that in them, and level out the ground, and then the bigger holes we'll plug them during the week.
Yeah, and you've been here at Eagle Farm for a little while now. You've seen a couple of different evolutions of this track, and you're saying that the patching job now is not taking as long as it was, say 6-12 months ago.
The track's the last 6 months has been the best it's ever been since I've been here. I've been here 3 years, and the last 6 months it's been brilliant. And Jim and Chris earlier both done a big job improving it.
Just let's go back into your background a little bit. You worked on tracks down in Melbourne, worked on Sandown and Flemington?
Sandown, Caulfield and Flemington, yeah.
Yep. And that was after a riding career as well?
Yeah, road track work for a bloke called Kel Chapman for about 30 years, and his son David.
Yep.
And working on the tracks as well as riding track work.
So you did both hand in hand, did you?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the same family as Jenny Chapman, who we see from Hong Kong.
Yeah, that's Kel Chapman was her father, yep.
Yeah. And you came to Queensland 3 years ago?
3 years ago, yep.
What's it like being part of a tracks team?
Very good. This is probably one of the best tracks teams I've worked with since I've been in the industry.
Yeah.
We haven't got a big crew, but they're all friendly, all get on and have a bit of banter, but good workers. You need them to work. They're all there helping you.
Yeah, because it's never ending, the track, isn't it? You can't just do something to it and forget about it.
No, over Carnival, some of the blokes work like 30 to 40 days straight without a day off.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, they'd have to play pretty hard out of hours then if they're to do that.
Yes, no, there's a fair bit of work and not too much playing because most of the blokes are too tired.
So, Jim, just tell us a little bit about what Tony and the team do here at Eagle Farm.
Well, first of all, it takes a lot of stress and pressure off me to a certain degree with the fact that I can just rely on them to go about their business, I virtually steer them around, but then, Tony will come to me and, he'll tell me what he's got planned for the week, especially after a race meeting, following on from a race meeting. And then I just don't have to worry about it. I'll just walk and see what they're doing on the track and have a yarn with them, see how they're going, and, give them any resources they may need on the track. And they just do a terrific job. I'm really happy. And I recognised Tony's talent some time ago, and then, spoke to Matt Rudolph, our general manager, and Chris Hurley, our foreman, about promoting Tony to team leader. We never had one at that stage, and it's been a great move, and he's doing a fantastic job.
Because they work pretty hard, these track gangs, don't they? And there's a lot that goes into getting a track ready.
Oh, they do, yeah. It's non-stop. It's from moving rails to patching the track to mowing, weed eating. Literally non-stop. They go. They earn their dollar for the week, that's for sure.
And obviously Tony's been a really valuable asset to the Brisbane Racing Club.
Absolutely, with his knowledge, I guess, past experience working, for Racing Victoria, with Flemington, etc. And I've spoken to his former employees down there, and they all give him a good rap. So, he does great work, fantastic worker.
And going back to December when the line planning was done, you would have seen all of that done and watched the evolution of the track. It took a little while to come through. There was a few hairy weeks, I suppose, there when wondering whether that Kikuyu would come through, but it's sort of blossomed since February or so, hasn't it?
Oh, it's just booming, it is. And I think this time next year you'll see even a better track.
Yeah, and you're just noticing that in the way the track's handling its racing?
Yeah, it's like over the last 6 or 7 weeks, for the amount of horses we've had gallop and race over it, and for how it looks now, it's brilliant.
Yeah. There's not many tracks in Australia that have had as much discussion as Eagle Farm. Do the guys who work on the track, do they feel that as well, like when the track gets criticised?
The boys have felt it here for the last 2 years. They've all had the lows, they're all thinking, well, we're going nowhere and very hard, but now, the last 6 months, all the boys are like lifting up a bit because they can see it going forward.
Yeah, and it gives you personal satisfaction to see the track played like it did over the carnival?
Brilliant, yeah. All the boys were happy, everyone was happy. And if we're happy, the bosses are happy, so keeps everyone happy.